Kylie Jenner is pregnant. Am I supposed to care?
That I'm a fucking legend.
I don't know. But here are my thoughts on it. And I just wanted to talk about it. Is 20 years old the right time to have a child? My thought process is, why do people care so much? This family is a family that does any and everything for a check. Any and everything for a check. It just baffles me that people really care this much about what somebody else is doing. The only thing you should be caring about right now as a black person in America is the fact that you do not have rights. You should care about right now. You should care about the fact that your president is subsequently calling people sons of bitches, literally calling black men in the NFL sons of bitches for taking a knee in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement, as opposed to those in Charlottesville who were fined men. A man ran over another white woman, but he's a fine man. Those are the things that you should be caring about right now. Appropriates black culture, and doesn't really give a fuck about it, you know? Doesn't really give a fuck about it. I don't know what white America wants from black America. I really don't. A non-violent act of protest is the simplest thing you can do as a celebrity, as a person of influence, as a black person, when you are continuously being villainized and humiliated, killed. Like, bending the knee is the simplest thing you can do. It is the most, but for them that's like such a huge political act. If you go back to like the civil rights movement and Martin Luther King with his nonviolent acts of protest, and you know, dogs being put out and chasing black people that are simply marching down the road. You have people who are being hosed. You have children that are being like threatened verbally and physically assaulted for just simply walking down the road and actively walking down the road and saying that I just want equal rights. But equality is the question that we're talking about today, because equality, why am I the villain in this story? Why am I the villain in this story? That's what I really want to know, and what I really want to talk about, because it just gets me a little bit emotional. I'm sorry. The fact that I always have so much to say, and now I'm like just struggling for the words. Black people have outlived their journey here in the United States of America. And what I mean by that is we were brought here with a purpose. If you guys can remember, about 500 years ago, we were brought here with a purpose. That purpose was to kickstart the economy here in America, whether it was in relation to the production of cotton, production of tobacco, etc., etc. And so, you know, the minute that we outlived that purpose, the minute that we fought in that war, the minute that we became citizens, if that's what you want to call it, we outlived our purpose. And so the fact that we are not only here, but we're living, and we're not really thriving, but thriving enough to make a point. That is the fucking problem that America has with black Americans. And it's never gonna get, you know, better until we really decide to collectively do something about that. And that's the issue, and that's the problem. A couple of things have already happened. You know, North Korea declared war on the United States, even though our press rep said that we're not declaring war back, which is just, that's interesting. Climate change is a thing. It's very fucking hot here, and we're in September, And I remember 10 years ago, it would be freezing cold right now. In fact, it would just be fucking cold. And so, the fact that, our president thinks that climate change is like this urban myth is a problem, and he tweets that in the middle of the night to make a point. Kylie Jenner is pregnant, and that is such a huge issue and thing. And I really think that these things are really here to, obviously they're trying to monetize that as much as they can. When I say them, I mean that whole Kardashian clan. How do you monetize birth? Like, I don't fucking understand how you monetize somebody having a child having a child. And I would never try to say that a 20-year-old cannot have a child, because that is absolutely not the case. They absolutely can. Maturity is not correlative with age, but it's more so correlative with the fact that you're mature or you're not mature. So whatever age you decide to have a baby, now there are very much so limits to that. But whenever age past, I think, in my specific opinion, past the age of, I would say, like 20, whatever. I don't know. It's not quantitative, but like whatever. If you're mature, you should have the child. If you're you should take care of your baby if you want to have a baby. But this is a baby having a baby, and this is a baby girl who really just does not like herself at all. Who doesn't like herself at all, who lives in this realm of like very like superficiality. And for her to be having a child and like growing that child, I feel so bad for North. I feel so bad for Saint. I feel sorry. And people will be like, why do you feel bad for them? They have money, they're gonna be good. Money does not equal happiness. Now money will solve a lot of my problems right now in relation to like school loans, bills, and stuff like that. But honey, money does not equal self-love, and money does not equal, oh, I'm gonna magically wake up one day, I'm gonna have a lot of plastic surgery, and then I'm gonna automatically love myself. Like, that is not what money does. Money makes things a little bit easier. It makes things come relatively faster. It makes your sense of instant gratification go up, because you expect things like that. And when you expect things like that, you think that self-love and self-worth are gonna come like that. But that is absolutely not the case. You can buy lips, you can buy an ass, you can buy hips, you can buy hair, you can buy skin, but you will never be happy with yourself, because money doesn't buy that. Happiness is something that is not quantifiable. It is not it is not in money. It is not in anything tangible. Happiness is when you start to love who you are, despite everything and anything that anybody will ever call you, or despite you love yourself to a fault. You know that you will make mistakes. You know that you might not be the prettiest in the world. but you love, happiness is when you wake up in the morning and you say, I am beautiful because I am me. Period. But life goes on, whatever. That's not my, cross the bear or whatever like that. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I have to get ready for work, but I just wanted to make an introductory video. I'm gonna have me and my colleague are starting a podcast. She's not Muslim, I am. So I wanted to come here by myself and kind of introduce myself. I apologize for that really crappy quality last time. That was horrible. I am iPhone filming. I'm filming with my iPhone because I was filming with the A6100, the Sony, and it was making my face look like I didn't really have a face. And I'm not saying this is 100% better, but at least I look like I'm not made out of plastic. So, introductions, I guess, are warranted. My name is Kalima. I am 20, not your business, years old, and I'll have a lot of stuff to say. And sometimes, as a Sagittarius, you want to say so much, but you just don't know how. you want to write it down, but you might not have time. And I feel like people make YouTube videos for it, and I'm sorry about the fan in the background. It's just really, it's, when I say it's hot, and I have wooden floors, and so I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. But anyways, when you have so much to say, and sometimes it's better to speak slower, but you want to write it down, but you don't have time. You want to talk about it, but you don't have anybody to talk about it with, because you live in a small, like, Cleveland is relatively small. I live in Ohio. You don't have anybody to talk about it with, but besides like 3 other people who are all busy in their lives. Who do you talk about it with? YouTube. And it's just like, that's what I'm gonna do. And people don't agree with me a lot of the time. I mean, in terms of like the last video was horrible. And I didn't call myself a light-skinned woman. I am by no means am a light-skinned woman. I'm a dark-skinned woman, and I'm proud to be a dark-skinned woman, because there's a lot of strength in having dark skin. You're resilient because you have to be. And so I don't want to change that. The problem isn't with me. The problem is definitely with society and societal standards of who you and what you should look like as a black woman, as a woman, as a person, as a human, as a whatever. Like, that's, society always puts you in this box of what you gotta look like and have to be. And I'm not Arab either. I don't know where you guys got that from. I'm not Arab either. So I'm definitely like a Caribbean American who's just like not happy with the system that she's living in. No, I'm not gonna move. Like, that's not gonna happen. But I just want to talk about certain things, because certain things need to be fucking talked about. And when you have a different perspective, I feel like that you should put that on a platform, because there's other people who think and probably believe and are in the same shoes as you. There's a lot of just regular black women who watch YouTube videos but who aren't represented on YouTube. There's a lot of Arab Muslim girls. There's a lot of Muslim girls, period, who might be of East African descent or African descent. But there aren't like just regular black girls on YouTube talking about regular black girl shit from a Muslim's perspective, because we have all of these things against us. Like, we are Muslim, we're black, and we're a woman. Like, that is just a whole different category. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a whole different category. And you can say, oh well, you know, Arabs have it bad, but like, black people have it really. I mean, I'm not trying to compare struggles, because that's really tacky, and I just feel like whenever somebody does that, that's tacky. You probably should stop. But at the same time, the struggle is just real, and it's real. So at any rate, this channel, and I'm gonna fix everything. Like, I'm just sitting down, I'm putting the hijab on, I'm getting ready for work. But this channel is going to be about a lot of things. I have so many topics to talk about. Even right now, one of the things that I'm going to be talking about very soon is faces without filters, because Snapchat got me out here like, is this my face? That's what I look like. What is happening? Like, I've been using filters for so long, I don't even know who I am anymore. And iPhone probably wouldn't know who I was. Bitch, you look crazy. Who are you? iPhone, recognize my face. No. So I want to talk about, I got a lot to talk about. And you know, I hope that you guys enjoy listening to my rambles. Until I get a better quality camera, this is what I'm going to be shooting with. I used to have a Nikon, but I had to sell it, and I'll be getting another camera hopefully soon, God willing. So we'll see. But I'll edit the crap out of this video to make it as much as it can be, and hopefully, you know, it'll be all good. But anyways, I gotta get ready for work, so I hope you guys have a really good day. I'm gonna edit this video down, boots, and then I'll just send it over to the hopefully, I mean, I don't have a lot of subscribers, so this is not like I'm about to be like, oh, you know, you guys are waiting for me or something like that. But this video will be available soon, so hopefully like, comment, share, subscribe. I think people miss the share part, because you wanna do all those other things, but sharing is how you get the word out. So At any rate, like, comment, share, subscribe. There's going to be another girl with me sometimes. Sometimes I'm going to be alone. Sometimes she's going to be alone. But inevitably, I hope that this channel teaches you something about Black Muslim women chilling in the West, because that's a thing. Okay. Bye. Masalama. Peace.